All right, welcome to lesson 63 H radio. And me I'll change that. It's always me. H radio 223 part time, right? So carrying on with promotions, it's six of nine promotions and cube builders, execution and strategies in the next level radio textbook. You can go have a look at chapter 6.3, execution 220 to 223 pages. Right, so let's continue. Last lesson we did look at how execution is super important, just like every other element of creating a promotion, creating or conceptualizing creation, conceptualization, creation, and then obviously execution is all important, right? But we are in the execution phase and looking at the most important ways of being able to really captivate an audience, make sure that we stay strong to our brand, make sure that we are definitely following through on all our promises, that we do allow ourselves to promise, I say, we commit to our brand or our advertisers, make sure that they are happy, and that when everything is done and said, that they do come back, they spend some more money and time with us because they were happy with what we delivered at the end of the day as a station, not only just on air, but again off air, within the business sector, say behind closed doors, right, and conversation, the service, and obviously just that kind of competency that just makes someone stand out, right? That high level competency. All right, so let's round up this execution lesson. Okay, in executing a promotion, it's important to keep in mind the purpose of why we have a promotion in the first place. Okay, a little bit of a recap once again, right? To entertain the passive listener, really definitely get them listening longer. And once again, talking about the content. Once again, this is just a repeat to engage the radio contest and research participants to get them playing along and therefore listening longer and talking about the content, and then create platforms of engagement for our brands and our advertisers, whether it was on air or it is on air, and also not or but and also on an online platform, ways that we can obviously measure this in some kind of way as well. The three stakeholders: the passive listener, the active listener, the participants, right? And the advertisers was what and how we dictate the the entire execution process. And let's look at the teaser and throw forward. Remember in the previous lesson, there were those two elements, obviously teasing and throwing forward, and how important that was, right? But also then the execution part and element. We did look at some of those examples as well. Played through some of two in particular, the male and the female presenter. The one was obviously throwing forward, teasing, what you can actually win. It was with the competition that had to do when you're winning a car, and obviously the sub prizes, right? The I say the execution, I say the elements prizes, right? So every time we get a finalist, we're still going to reward them anyway because they might not obviously win the big prize or the main prize. All right, and that was done by the female presenter herself, right? And there were two. Okay, all good promotions need to be teased and thrown forward. We start teasing again, like just to recap, 2 weeks before is a good time to start, let's say, creating that buzz. Let's say definitely on the website, definitely some teaser promos that what's coming up is going to be a big thing. We're going to give a lot of money away. Get ready for the sound of Joburg, the sound of whatever it is, Durban. Um, get ready to see, whoever it is, Post Malone live in concert. Go visit our socials and we can pre-promote that type of content definitely on our social media platforms. But again, also once again, just always tying it hand in hand with what we listen to on air. Okay, the tease needs to get listeners interested to either listen or participate in the promotion. When we do tease and throw forward within obviously the show itself, we're looking at the, let's say, 10 to 15 segments. So what's happening next is what you always tease to, regardless of if it's a competition, whether it's an interview, whether it's a content piece, whatever it may be, right? So it needs to give the advertisers space to highlight their brand as well, right? We want to say, courtesy of Hyundai and the brand new i30. we are going to change your days on the road. That tease needs to be original, it needs to be captivating, and we can do it all in one small shot, one shot that's happening today. You could be, driving to work with your current, might be a new, might be an old car, doesn't matter, your current car, and be driving away with a brand new Hyundai i30, courtesy of Hyundai and whatever it is, EMH radio. Okay. It's a promise to the listener, right? So we are familiar with promises, right? Promises are teasers, right? That what they are about to hear is worth their time and effort. Stay tuned. Make sure that you are going to get something or possibly get something, whether it is as a passive listener or an active listener, right? Convince them that they should keep listening because the promotion is definitely of value to them. The promise will look different for both the listening stakeholders, passive listeners who will stay to be entertained, and then the active listener, ones that are obviously hoping to win this prize at the end of the day. The promise teaser throw forward for the passive listener needs to really highlight that whole fubby part of the promotion. Is it fun? Okay. Is it man, me and my use, man, is it next thing on is it useful? I always keep thinking it's understanding. Anyway, funny. Is it useful? Is it bold? Is it beautiful? Is it interesting? Right. Damn you. Anyway, is it fun? Is it useful to them? So, for example, the car, yeah, it's going to be useful to me to actually get a car, obviously have a car, but useful is also, it's in the eye of the beholder. Again, when I say a passive listener, how useful was it to me? Did I get entertained? Was it something that I learned about? Did I learn about new products? With a company or a service or whatever it is. Was it bold and beautiful? So beautiful in terms of like a rich interaction with the listener. Was it bold? Maybe something really, something that stands out, and that can also be all encompassing of the competition that holds a really great prize. The way that, let's say, a competition is run for maybe smaller prizes, and again, interesting at the end of the day, did I feel interested throughout the whole competition? Which also leads us to question competitions that are just, like SMS your name, your ID number, and whatever it is to this particular number or to this WhatsApp line or whatever it is, and we'll phone you back and announce a winner. Sure, that's a very easy entry mechanism. It's used very, very, very widely, and it's very popular, obviously, because we want to get as many entries as possible for our data analysis, for our data capturing as well, and for our newsletters, etc., whatever it may be, if we want to include emails or whatever it may be in that. But we definitely have the number so we can obviously text back or send, let's say, promo SMSs or join WhatsApp groups, whatever it may be. I don't know, right? Okay. Yeah, it's a great way of obviously data capturing. We can, but it is questionable in terms of, like, how interesting is that? How interesting is that entire execution, right? It depends on how we decide to run or like I say, construct that particular execution as well. Okay, anyway, we can talk forever for that. All right, right. Anyway, let's get back to the promise, the tease, the throw forward, which should convince the passive listener it's going to be fun either way. I don't want to tune out. Like, definitely, a competition must not be a tune out factor. So, we like to, again, what we can always bank on, always count on, is that we're going to hear a winning moment, right? And someone also attempting to win, or they're going to be competing, whatever it may be, or at the end of the day, just being called, and it's going to be short, easy, and it's definitely not going to take up a lot of my time as a passive listener. Either way, I'm going to be happy for them. I'm not going to be sitting there and going, oh, I hate people that win, or I hate winning moments. It's there's no people like that, right? Okay. Is it going to be useful to them at the end of the day? Bold, daring, and different, a beautiful piece of audio that will inspire, right? Is it interesting or is it inspiring, right? For the eye. So once this promise has been made, it's the presenter's job to make sure that what they have promised, what they have teased to, what they've thrown forward to is actually brought forward, right? And actually it sees the light, meets its objectives, it fulfills that promise at the end of the day. so the execution of the promotion lives up to the promise. You must say, if you're going to say this is the best prize you've ever given, then make sure that it is the best prize that the station ever has given. This is going to be the greatest moment for you this year. Seems a little bit more plausible, right? Today, I'm going to make your day. Then make my day. Make someone's day, right? The promise is super important. Don't oversell something that is under executed at the end of the day. All right. Creates the emotive response that'll keep the listener engaged or get them talking about the promotion. Again, we don't want to run a competition. We do often, once-off competitions, definitely on community stations that don't have large sponsorships like rolling in every odd second. But we do have a number of people that do want to say just do like for a day, they want to give away, 4 or 5 sets of, I don't know, like let's say like grocery hampers, whatever it may be, right? Ideally, that would work better on, let's say, across the week. Let's say five, a good sales executive or representative or salesperson will say to them, you know what, to increase your chances of being heard and obviously the reach being a little bit broader. And your return on investment being a little bit more validated or it's ensured at the end of the day, we would rather do it, let's say, across one show, once a week, over let's say the drive show, the lunch show, the brunch show. If they can't afford the drive show, the breakfast show, then put them in another show that's has a high listenership, and depending on obviously the commitment and the behavior of the listener, match the right product, the right promotion, execution, and planning, whatever it is, to the right listener to make sure again return on investment is sound, right? Okay. All right, for active listeners, the promise is an explanation of the mechanics. How do you enter? How does this work? How will you win? And when will you get your prize? Okay, simple instructions on how to enter. Please only do this. Only when the clock turns this. Only when you hear the sound. Only when this whatever song plays, like we heard in the previous examples. Okay, this is the moment that the promise is teasing forward to the execution of the promotion, right? Presenters are now performing for only the passive listener. Okay, the active listener is either playing the game, right, or fully engaged as a player, or they have become a passive listener who has not has to now listen to other people playing the game, right? So obviously only one person or two people or three people, doesn't matter, throughout the day or throughout the execution of that particular, I don't know, throughout, right? Okay. Takes part in the competition itself, right? We could include a total of five listeners. I'm going to call you, or I'm going to announce you, whatever it is. Or I'm going to announce, let's say, a winner, and then people of a second prize. I don't know, and then we'll just announce the second prize. We'll have the actual winner up on air or on air. Right. So understanding that it needs to be interactive and needs to be entertaining again, Fabi, throughout, okay, throughout the entire process. Okay. All right. The emphasis will be on the listener who is not playing the game. Okay. Will be actively put his but is listening in, right? So we want to make sure that this is engaging, again, entertaining, right? Fubby. When executing promotions, it's the presenter's job to keep listeners engaged using the fun element, the useful element, the bold, the beautiful, and then the inspiring or interesting, right? Is it inspiring or is it interesting? We want to be able to make sure that we use different avenues of these or different volumes of these elements within our execution. Again, it started with a professional approach to the competition. One, obviously tick all obviously those boxes. Have I done what I needed to do is what I want to focus on first. I want to make sure that I get the brand, obviously the brand awareness through there. I want to make sure that I contact the right person. I want to make sure that I play jingles, or make sure that I play sound bites when I need to as well. I need to make sure that I do play, let's say, an advert before I get to a listener that has been set up. Has the listener been set up? Have I got the right, obviously, let's say, an age restriction type thing? It does apply. Have I got the right listener as well? Are they available as well? And then again, I want to make sure that I have that winning moment. So these are things that you have to end of the day do. And then go and use a little bit of obviously the other elements of Fabi, right? To make that really come alive, pop, like come alive, obviously be present when you are making it fun. When you are deciding how to make it useful, one obviously it might be obviously in the copy, so that we're saying the competition copy. There'll be interesting factors out there. You can go and obviously so we might do a live read at the end, make sure that you don't miss out on all the specials that are happening at Checkers Hyper only today, right? Or only this week, only this month, or every Friday this month. We can get up to, like I say, 80% discount on household goods, right? I don't know, whatever it is, right? Um, Bold and beautiful. Again, that beautiful essence of how you put everything together. That's for me making something beautiful. Also, the way that you interact with the listener. That bold approach can be obviously the construct of I'm supposed to say survey, man, the competition itself, right? And then does it inspire, man? Inspire, or is it interesting? Am I inspired to maybe, what, that was pretty easy. It sounded like someone like me could enter, and I'm going to actually enter now. Let me just quickly go there and let me do the entry mechanism and put my, obviously put myself there in the pot of possible winners that could be contacted. I do listen to the station anyway, so I might as well try. Or you know what? I listen to the station. I might as well listen to it longer. I like the station. It doesn't matter. Time spent listening wants to uh, wants to be, or we want it to be increased. Okay. It should also prepare the winning moment and the throw forward for the next time it's going to be executed. Make sure you catch your opportunity to win in the drive show exactly at 4:15 with whoever, ever. Right. Okay. In the meantime, you can also just enter via our text line here, via WhatsApp, via Go, and subscribe or whatever it is on our site. Go and it's a simple little form there, whatever it is, so we can get that again, the data capturing. If that is our end game or part of our end game, all right, presenters need to focus on making the winning moment really special. So that's up to you, man. That's up to that presenter. They've got all the elements, they've got all the tools. They've got to be the one that doesn't muck it up at the end of the day, right? So really set that up. We set that anxiety, we set that anticipation up, and we don't carry on and on. Don't drag it out, man. Because then it loses its essence. It loses its touch. It loses its spark and its magic, right? But make sure that you have planned and that you do execute it according to what you need to do to make it bang. This is to ensure that the winner feels valued, right? At the end of the day, you are the end of the big winner for the day, whatever it is, or for this. Congratulations. Like, like I can hear your family in the background. Let's hear from your daughter. I can hear her, she's screaming the loudest, or give that hand over your husband, or put us in speakerphone. Shout, everyone shout like, 1 or 2.7, or whatever it may be. Everyone say which brand they love the most. Like which whiskey they love kids as well. Which whiskey do you love the most? Or Johnny Walker. Okay, anyway, whatever, right? But that type of thing. Get them involved and make them feel valued. This was a winning moment, okay, that magic moment, okay. I want to tell their friends and social media connections. Look at what I won here. Definitely at tag the station. Please do that. That's something that we'll tell them afterwards. Like send us photo, man. Send us photo when you do get this. We'll give you a call just to remind you as well. We'd love to have that little short video to post, and it'll definitely mean a lot to us to know that you are happy with what you have received. And while you're on holiday, take those pictures, tag us, whatever it is, right? And they'll do that. They'll do that. Okay, because it's a very easy thing to do. Okay. Okay. Tell us obviously like tell people how they were treated, by the station, the decorum, the professionalism, and the advertiser themselves. Also, the advertiser would sometimes also get in contact because they might have to have face to face, like to hand over a big check, or they might have to have, see them at a concert, like I was saying. All right, or deliver products to them, all right? Like we say, like household goods, or like we said, like entire living room, overhaul. I don't know. Okay, winners become prominent ambassadors for brands and they need to be looked after. Okay, you're investing in something that's going to also add to that return on investment, not only money wise, not only people coming through, so feet in your store or feet on your online store, I say virtual feet in your online store, but also the way that we are going to look at that and be like, okay, well, uh, like I like the way that this particular brand just appreciates, that kind of gratitude towards this person. I know they're doing it for the camera. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't any service always act up for a client as they should, right? Or a customer. In commercial radio, if the promotion has a sponsor, a partner, or a brand attached to it, that brand must be positioned as the hero of the execution. They're the ones that did make it all happen at the end of the day. Without them, we wouldn't have the prizes, the experiences, or those magic moments, right? So it's important to make sure that the brand reaches its objectives of one, obtaining excellent audience participation on air, not confusing, not like a bit of a dud, that type of stuff to build the brand awareness. If it's a bad execution, you're gonna have a lot to answer for as a DJ, right? Embedding brand messaging into the radio content, right? So that's obviously, I mean, it's again, that's dictated to us as presenters, but at the end of the day, you need to do it well, okay? And it needs to be planned well, so everyone has accountability at the end of the day. Going to our last slide here, execution of the winning moment. So what do we want to do? Highlight new products, product launches, effectively communicates this again, repeat from 2 slides ago, I think it was, right? Effectively, not 2 slides, 2 presentations ago. Effectively communicating short-term objectives, creating a strong positive brand association, directing listeners to a clear point of purchase, convincing them to buy more products, get to the service, like, obviously sign up for this, download the app, do this, whatever it is. I don't know, whatever it is, whatever objective that client comes in and says, I want this to happen at the end of the day, make sure that that happens for them. So these objectives need to be met in order for the promotion to be seen as a success. Again, that post-mortem meeting or meetings that we'll have with the clients to really kind of dissect every part of what happened. They will listen back. They will be listening while the competition is actually airing as well to definitely be doing quality control of their own. But we will also be, as a sales team, making sure that we have recordings of that. We'll pull out from like our ZLTs or whatever it is, and then be able to present that as our post-mortem analysis, etc. meetings, right? Okay, so pick another promotion from this website. Let's go have a look at here and write your own instruction sheet on briefing document using Lund's rules. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly, I'm gonna just pop up the pretty, I think Lund was in, let me just quickly go here. I'm going to find it for you. Just give me 2 seconds. It is here. Go. I'm going to just change the focus here. Just share for a reminder. So Lund's rules over here, right? Okay, the criteria, right? Here we go. Shit, what am I doing? Anyway, will it increase ratings? Will it create awareness? Will it help establish a personal relationship between the station and its loyal listeners? Will it generate sales revenue? So let's quickly go to that one. Just want to get on there. It's not here. So once again, so let's go. I'm gonna quickly go and have a look. I'm gonna find a different execution, right? Um, let's do. Those are pretty short. All right, let's. This is really short. Give me a second here. Let's do the Sonic. There's a Sonic Drive in radio promotion. I'm going to share that in just a moment. A second. Stop. Share screen. Share sound. And we can go here. All right. So let's go listen to just a little bit of this one here. The Sonic Drive in radio promotions. Only picked that. I know it looks a bit lengthy, but it's fine. Doesn't matter.
What you're about to hear is a sampling of.
I just want you to think about those four elements. Say the four elements of what it is that we want to be looking at. The four elements being: will it increase ratings? Will it create awareness? Is it going to establish some type of relationship with our listeners, right? And will it generate sales revenue? Okay, all right, let me keep quiet, let it play.
Of live promotional radio talk-up that aired on top radio stations across the country in support of the Sonic Java Chillers radio outreach campaign, coordinated by DeRay & Company. This compilation of actual recorded spots represents the type of exciting promotional talk-up that aired throughout the 6-month-long Sonic Java Chillers radio promotion. The promotion encompassed 167 different radio stations across the country in 101 different markets, all located within the 5 geographic regions designated by Sonic. In each market, the stations that ran the week-long radio promotions did so for 5 consecutive days. The DJDs, or one-day giveaways, were executed a minimum of 1 day, often more. We begin our zigzag cool Sonic Java Chillers journey in the Atlantic region, starting in Birmingham, Alabama, with a hot espresso presentation from station WBHJ-FM.
Survey says yes. It's time again for the city survey. And today, what I got for you is the all-new Sonic Java Chillers. Yep, that's what they are. Yeah. Hot, iced, and even frozen. Temperatures are dropping across the country, so watch out for the ice-cold blast that's about to hit Sonic, your ultimate drink stop. It's the Sonic Java Chillers. And all kinds of good flavors, to be exact. See here. Made with Sonic Premium Roast Espresso and yummy ice cream. Mocha, caramel, and hazelnut. Or you can combine any of the three. Well, that's what I got for you. All you have to do is count the survey down. Oh, by the way, you also can win an iPod Shuffle and Cool Silver and Icy White. Plus a $20 My Sonic card redeemable at any Sonic restaurant. Can I win? I'm saying it's a city survey on 95.7 Jams. Get your iPod Shuffle on, courtesy of Sonic Java Chillers. Brand new to Sonic's. It's a refreshing frozen latte made with the Premium Roast Espresso and the yummy ice cream. And it's available in 3 different flavors, mocha, caramel, and hazelnut, or you can combine. Ooh, it's Sonic good. I'm saying, get that by counting the city survey down already. Hit up song number 4, Hood Figure, your boy, Gorilla Zoe. Let's get back to the countdown. You want to be a part of it? 741-0957.
You all right. I'm just
I got this Java chiller from Sonic's, man.
I know.
I didn't put all the flavors together, though.
You didn't?
You got yours over there?
Yeah. I got the caramel, bro.
You need to try the mocha caramel hazelnut. I just made that up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure somebody else has put all 3 flavors
comboed
together.
all those?
Yeah, I did all 3 of them.
Man. You know, the new Sonic Java Chillers, I mean, they're cool, refreshing. Lattes they made from Sonic's Premium Roast Espresso and yummy ice cream. It's kind of like a...
Like you done did a little research on them just...
Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of like a milkshake with a kick. You know what I'm saying?
So if you like coffee, you're going to like these.
If you like coffee and milkshakes,
yeah,
you're going to love these.
Okay, that's what's up.
Because you know it's not just good. It's Sonic good.
By the way, you can win an iPod Shuffle and Cool Silver and Icy White, plus a $20 My Sonic card redeemable at any Sonic restaurant, so you can definitely go get the chillers yourself. And I'm giving that away today. All they got to do is count the city survey.
You know, they can go check out that at any Sonic, and you know, they serve their full menu all day long. And stay open at 6, and they serve their full menu all day long.
Damn, you know all that does. Mr. Sonic up here. Back to the city survey. Your chance to win an iPod Shuffle and a $20 My Sonic card redeemable at any Sonic restaurant. Okay? Try those Sonic Java Chillers. Okay? Now, if you don't win today, it's good news for you. You got tomorrow. I'm giving them away all week long. That's how I does it in the Afternoon Experience. Afternoon Experience is on 95.7 Jams. What's your name?
Summer.
Hey, Summer. What's up, baby?
Nothing.
What is up with you?
Nothing.
You got all 4 songs?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I got an iPod Shuffle waiting on you if you can give them to me, baby.
Okay. On number 4 is Hood. It's Gorilla Zone. Number 3, Kiss Kiss, Chris Brown, and T-Pain. Number 2, Soldier Girl, Soldier Boy. And number 1 is Dream, Shorty a 10.
That's what it is. I'm sure you a 10 ain't just something.
Yep.
I know you are. I know you are, girlfriend. You calling me from work or what?
Yeah, from work.
Okay, that's what it is. I got the iPod Shuffle in cool silver and icy white, plus a $20 My Sonic card redeemable at any Sonic restaurant, so you can check out the free Sonic Java Chillers, okay?
All right, thanks.
Okay, so nice example of a very big investment from the on-air jocks there. So obviously he has a certain type of personality. I wouldn't listen to him. It's just yeah, and you know how we are. But again, as a jock that really is invested in the product, there's a lot of that kind of teaser. That's what we want to obviously look at. The way that he's teasing and throwing forward him and his co-host. The co-host is much better, I feel. Anyway, sidebar. But the thing is, again, bring in those invested aspects of knowing about the brand, knowing about the Sonic coolers. Definitely that repetition, so that I even listening to it once, I know that it's got a yummy ice cream center or whatever it is. Comes in very, very different flavors. There was a combination that I would like to also try myself, putting them all together, the coffee latte, this, that, whatever it is, Springboks, strawberries, I don't know, who knows? It doesn't matter, right? But the thing is, like that type of like repetition really sits in your head, right? And then we know exactly what this thing is about. Obviously, then and there was the execution comes in right at the end. They're really good, obviously, a rapport with the listener. Definitely, she feels comfortable. That's what you want from a presenter, and you definitely want that connection with your listener. So she feels comfortable with him. She's not threatened in any way. She's there. She's not nervous. She wants to give away those, obviously, the four songs, right? And then, and it was a simple, it's a simple giveaway. So let's give them a simple, like applause there in the end. Then make sure you got obviously the production check. There's the bed music was a little bit too loud while he was throwing it out in the beginning. But I mean, okay, it's not that we couldn't hear him at all. But again, definitely have the applause there at the end there, and boom, in, out. It's not take too long with it. So really, what was nice there was basically, I think it was like it was about two teasers, and then obviously the execution there, right? Okay. Again, the repetition of being able to loyalize that product within the stations, also the listeners' subconscious, right? But also making sure that they do understand that, listen, like this is going to happen, like it's going to happen all week long. He's giving them more opportunities to go and obviously enter to make sure that they could possibly be winners. And to obviously, again, as we heard in the beginning, there's obviously a big prize. What's really nice about this as well, 100, what is it, 101 stations that were involved? That's really cool. That's great. I love that. I love syndication. It's always a great, right? It becomes a bit of a great monopoly and a great massive project. A lot of logistics in there. Definitely a lot of potential for success. And that's really cool. Okay. All right. Let's listen to one more. Let's do one more. Why not?
Next, we chill on over to WJIZ FM in Albany, Georgia.
You're a little too close. 96.3 WJIZ is the afternoon live. Too close next. That's a throwback right there, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. The top 4 is up next, man. But I just got to tell you this, folks. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but the other day I had a chance to go out to Sonic, your ultimate drink stop. They're introducing this new coffee drink. It's the new Sonic Java Chillers. Now, check this out. It's frozen lattes made with Sonic Premium Roast Espressos and ice cream. It's off the hook. And this is what you need to do. You need to go out there and check them out. They're available in 2 sizes. Once again, it's the new Java Chillers. You can try them today at your local Sonic drive-ins. Now, check this out. They got 3 different flavors. Mocha, caramel. I tried that one. Off the hook. You need to try it. It's Sonic good. Also, hazelnut, man. Or you can do a combination of the 3. Now, there's a flavor that suits everybody. Stop by Sonic, and it's off the hook. And this is what I'm doing. Right now, I'm looking for caller number 9. I'm gonna hook you up with a iPod and a $20 gift certificate to go check out the new Sonic Java Chillers, man. So holler at your boy right now, 4320963, and I got something good for you.
And now, another conversation with the man who hasn't switched to Geico.
Girl every day,
96.3 WJIZ, Lil Kim with Crush on You. What's going on with you this afternoon live? I'm trying to hook somebody up, and what's your name?
This is TT.
What's up, Miss TT? Where you calling from?
Auburn.
I got some good news for you. You calling number 9. Well, check this out. You look, up for grabs, I got an iPod and a $20 My Sonic card, so you can check out the new Sonic Javas, man. It's off the hook, man. It's like coffee, ice cream, all in one, and they got 3 different flavors: caramel, mocha, and hazelnut. But I can't just give you this. You got to work for it. Are you ready to work?
Yes.
Are you sure you're ready to work?
Yes.
Well, let me go ahead and explain what I'm going to do, man. We're going to play this little game, all right? And I need you to say the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it's all dealing with ice. How about that?
Okay.
And I'm going to throw something else in there. You cannot say
Oh. Okay.
You got it. What's your name again?
TT.
All right, TT. I'm going to give you 4 questions, and it all deals with ice. You got that part?
Okay.
And you got to say the first thing that comes to your mind. You got that part?
I got it.
And the last part, you cannot say Are you ready? Name one city in the U.S. that makes you think of ice.
Glasgow.
Okay. When injured, name one body part that an athlete might ice.
A knee.
Okay, that'll work. Name one dessert that has ice in it.
Cream. Ice cream.
Okay. All right, and the last one, ma'am. Name the restaurant where you could get the new Java Chillers.
Sonic.
That'll work, sweetheart. You just got yourself hooked up with an iPod Shuffle. It's in a cool silver and icy white. Plus, I'm throwing in a $20 My Sonic card. So I need you to try out those Sonic Java Chillers for me, all right?
I will.
It's off the hook, too.
Thank you.
Can you?
Okay. All right. So great. Yeah, that's a great execution. He was a little bit here and there at some places, but we're not going to crit him in particular. Very nice, obviously, a nice rapport that he built up with that listener. Nice execution of something different around the same competition. So still, kind of promoting a little bit of that. He definitely cross promotes it very well. Definitely a lot of repetition there. I know so much about Sonic right now. I could Sonic myself for the rest of the day, right? For the rest of my life. So definitely very slow execution to make it consumable, basically. To know that there are 3 new flavors. You can go get them at Sonic. Like they do include the ice cream. It's got the combination series, the combination option as well. Definitely go down. Definitely enjoy it. If you're a winner right now, we'll give you enough cash. Obviously, $20 sounds like very little to us, but let's just times it by 20, right? And we're like, okay, that's a lot of coffee. I could buy all these coffee creamers, right? Coffee ice creamers. So really nice. Again, love that listener. And I love the extra little. You can't say So it's that extra little bit of a contest, and here as a passive listener, I am also trying to get the answers correct. Not because of anything, but I just want to. I want to be involved in this competition as well. Okay, so really nice elements there as well. The Sonic Drive in radio promotion. You can go and click on the link that is supplied to you just in your on, should I say, the slides itself, and go and ask yourself those questions. I'm just going to share again, right? So let's have a look back. So let's scroll back to lesson 61. Will it increase the rating? So both those particular executions that we did here will it increase ratings. It's difficult to really answer because we haven't heard enough. Well, as a competition as a whole, it will definitely have the possibility for increased potential, like to increase potential cumes, right? Okay, so the cumes and obviously the entire listenership could be just a little bit more loyal because we're going to do it over a long period of time. We're doing it over a week, right? We're definitely doing it all day long as well, and so we can increase those ratings. People will listen. More people will be driven more. Let's say so. Let's say they are only evening listeners, but they do see it on the website. They do see a little bit of a buzz on social media. they will increase the ratings across the day, right? So the time spent listening, right? The cumulative listeners could also then, it will obviously then spill over, right? Okay. Will it create awareness? Yes, definitely, right? So the fact that I knew basically word for word what Sonic's about, all their products, whatever it is, we have created awareness. The DJs, both DJs, or three DJs, should I say, because there was a co-host and one, are definitely pushing every aspect of what. Like I said to you, there must be a reason why the client is actually wanting to create a promotion on air. They want to promote their obviously their brand new products that are part of their menu that you can go and order, right? Will it help establish a personal relationship with between the station and its loyal listeners? Oh yeah, well, definitely right. Like if you give them something, right? If you're giving them something, so we're talking about the actual active listeners that are there, loyal listeners, P1 listeners that are into everything. They listen to everything. They are listening longer. They're definitely taking part in terms of like any interaction on social media, whatever it may be. They are the first ones to go download the apps or any applications that are any. They'll listen to the station, right? So we are definitely establishing a good communication between them and the station. It's going to generate sales revenue. Yep, it's definitely going to improve the client's sales revenue. And so the thing is that inadvertently, if we bring more business to the station by having those clients maybe do another promotion with us, or just let's say in about 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time, want to do only a digital online one with us. If they didn't, if they want to just extend a little bit more, not spend so much money, that's obviously the option there. The client's going to be very happy. That's for damn sure. And so you can please do the same thing here with the other. I think there's another two examples that you can go choose from. All right. Okay. Great stuff. All right. Hope you learned something, and I will see you next.